All right, everything seems to be connected. Everything seems to be good on my end. All right, I think we're ready. So, welcome everybody. It's your boy Casimir here, and today we got the Press Start Podcast, week number 21, and we are here with our co-host, the one and only Big A.
Hey, what's up, guys? We're back again.
Yeah. If you didn't check out last week's episode, it was pretty important because we had some pretty real shit in that one. For this week's episode, same thing. We just here to have fun, but yeah, you guys want to just hop right into it?
Yeah, definitely. Let's do this. And again, guys, any comments, any questions, whatever, let us know.
Yeah, I just linked it right now to the Discord, and we are good to go. I should also say as a disclaimer for those who are wondering why you see Ultra Sun and Moon up. Because I've been busy last week and I'm still backed up on a lot of videos, I figured that instead of just making post recordings for the tournaments battles that I've saved up, I might as well just show you guys the battle videos here on stream and then just switch over to Pokemon Crystal gameplay. And that's kind of convenient because my damn monitor just died out like half an hour ago. Other than that, yeah, let's hop right on into it. We got our first story of today, and it is about Fortnite. And Big A, I know how much you love Fortnite, even though we kind of hated on it a couple months ago.
Oh, yeah, man. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to play for the past couple of weeks. But yeah, definitely a very interesting topic we got here. You want me to take over, or you want to do it?
I'll like to take over on this one because this one actually, this one kind of hit me hard. I was actually talking to my coworkers about this today. It was funny, but yeah, this article is written by Polygon, and it was about this past weekend. We had a Fortnite tournament go on. It was hosted by Epic Games, and for this tournament, the prize pool was about, if I'm correct, I want to say $80,000. But if the person had the most kills, get an extra 50 grand. So whoever was lucky enough and skilled enough, they were actually able to get $130,000 out of this. The format was you play about 10 games. The number of kills you get will accumulate to a certain amount of points for you. If you get a victory, you get more points out of that system. If you get 20 plus kills, you get an extra bonus towards your points. It was kind of like a point system that way. That's how they ranked every player. The thing is, the most unconventional player you ever thought would win actually won this tournament, and it was a PS4 player. So a lot of people in the community were speculating that this dude either cheated, we should ban console players from a Fortnite tournament, or there's just a lot of collusion going on behind the scenes. And Epic Games had to come out and kind of reveal that no, this person didn't create 60 different accounts. This person didn't hop between multiple games until he found the right bus to land to where he needed to go. No, he didn't cheat with the keyboard and mouse, and even if he did, it's allowed on Sony's platform for Fortnite. So basically, a giant clusterfuck of people being mad on social media, and both players and fans alike were calling BS on this guy's success. Big A, how do you feel about the community, jumping out on this on iDubbbz? I mean, not iDubbbz. I forgot his name. The dude who won the Fortnite tournament.
His name is iDrops_bodies.
There you go. There you go.
It seems to me that people were just salty that he got $130,000.
Honestly, I think that's how it is. When I first heard the story, shout out to Brown Wan for bringing this to my attention. I just couldn't believe that people were this mad. I kind of get the argument where someone said that we shouldn't have console players playing on a tournament full of PC players. But at the same time, my argument is they always say PC players are better than console players. So how can you be mad that a console player won a seemingly uphill battle for a tournament like this? I get it. He was playing against other console players because that's how, if you play solo on your console, you're going to play against only those people in your console. But at the same time, these PC players like Ninja and Daquan and all of them, they should have been able to put the same numbers as this dude did. I think you could agree.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. The thing is with this one, like, people were pouring over like the replay just to find dirt on this guy. And then Fortnite, at the end of the article that we read, said, he didn't cheat. He's had games previously where he gotten a lot of kills, so he's had a good track record. Mm-hmm. And plus, I don't know if you've seen this part, but PC and console players, the top players apparently perform about the same. So I guess you can't really point to that either.
I mean, yeah, I will say that like depending on which platform you're playing against, your skill set is gonna plateau versus the people you're playing against. Like if you're playing against a bunch of 8-year-olds in a game of Halo, you're not gonna be better than a top Halo player, you know. And if you're playing against top Halo players, you're gonna always stay at the top when you're playing against only top Halo players. You know, you won't overachieve, you won't underperform against the same crowd. But Tofar Love is right. The Fortnite competitive scene is weird because you got RNG like shotguns. You know, how is it fair to judge someone's skill if they got a 80 hit, if they got 80 damage off you with their pump, and then the next shot is 9 damage? You know, that's not consistent. Or let's say you land on a chest and that chest had a grenade launcher and a pistol, and a person across from you ended up getting a scar out of the chest. Like, how is this like concrete and fair when you think about the competitive nature of Fortnite?
Yeah, that's very true. I agree with that comment again. I don't think it's like a one-sided argument. Like Epic Games came out and said, "Dude didn't cheat." And yeah, it is a very, very, very rare thing to have good weapons. So
I mean, I was just say, I think honestly, like the best format we could have would honestly be like a survival format. Back in the day when they first started these tournaments, it was always about like, okay, you guys must go out there and just kill each other. The last man standing win. I think those tournaments were better than what we have now, like Fortnite Fridays and whatnot. Which, yeah, I say that's the best format they could come out of on a more like competitive scale, where you jump in as a squad and then you and your teammate break off and kill other squads. The only issue there is it's 2 versus 4 when it comes to you and your teammate versus squads. You guys are already at a disadvantage. That's not really the most fair argument there. So I think honestly, just stick it to the last man standing win. Obviously, some people are gonna win in the most cheese way possible, as in someone's camping the storm and waiting until they're in the final 2, and then they C4 someone, crap like that. But hey, I mean, if you're a great player, you should be able to handle any situation, if you know what I mean.
yeah, and apparently he is a great player because Ron Juan just said he used the controller and he still did better.
Yeah.
So I mean, you really can't fault the guy for anything. I actually feel bad because apparently he deleted his Twitch channel.
Yeah. I mean, like that's what really stirred the controversy because he deleted it before Epic Games came out. I think he deleted it before the accusations really came to fruition, which looks really sketchy. But I just think it's really bad that you got competitive players who like watch this footage and are like, bruh, who the hell is he playing against? They didn't build or whatever. It's like, so? I mean, I'll argue that when I hop into Fortnite on PC later this week, I won't be able to build these Taj Mahals as the other great players. So if someone killed me and I happen to be in their tournament, it doesn't mean that you should take away their skill value away. Because, people, you can't choose who you're going to run against into a fight. You can, especially in a tournament, you're trying to get as many kills as you can. You can't let one straggler get away and then fight somebody else. Because you don't have that luxury of that. You need as many kills as you can in this type of format.
Yeah, and again, in this format, who you meet is random. So, it was sketchy, like you said. The channel was gone, but I feel like dude was just scared.
I mean, I'd be pretty scared too if I won $130,000 and people trying to witch hunt me on the internet.
Yeah, no, I don't fault him. I felt, like I said, I feel really bad.
Yeah, no, I get you there. I mean, like, I've seen the scumminess of community, especially on the PC gaming side of things. I've seen Overwatch players get doxxed. I've actually talked to people at my school who said that they were playing League of Legends and they got DDoSed. I've seen people, like get swatted while playing CSGO on streams. I've seen people get death threats on COD. Someone actually died from a COD tournament because they got a swatting incident that went wrong. There's a bunch of crazy shit that goes on in the gaming world, and when money is involved, it gets even worse.
Okay, wow.
Hey.
Well, I'm glad that the Epic did what they did, I guess.
Yeah, no, credit to Epic. They actually stepped up and did their job, and I applaud them because a lot of companies would have stayed silent on the interwebs. Cough, cough, EA. But I guess we can move on to the next topic. The next topic is.
No, I just want to tell people if you guys want to hop on in, always welcome.
Yeah, guys. If you just want to hop on in, just let us know. Basically in this chat, and we'll just move over to the general chat for Discord. I don't want to deal with the podcast chat permissions. But Well, moving on to our next topic. This is actually something really interesting that was a little bit unexpected. I would have loved to have reported this last week, but we didn't have an episode last week, and that is Dragon Ball Fighters. We finally got DLC reveal information about base Goku and Vegeta. You can take this over, Big A, because you're a big fan of Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, Newsweek.com. They do not know when. There's no dates exactly, but this is really cool. Although we have a lot of Goku clones, this one's gonna have Kaioken, man. It's fucking amazing. It's gonna allow him to do many consecutive attacks, and also a booster depending on how many allies. So I believe it's ×3 for a single, or ×20 if both of your other allies are down. And Spirit Bomb, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, the way it works is Goku. Well, base Goku is the only one that got Kaioken. If you play Blue Goku, it's one of his level 3s that no one uses. But yeah, you're right about how his move works. It's basically like Frieza's transformation in the style of, if you know how Frieza transformed, like with 3 bars a meter, he can actually turn into Golden Frieza for a limited time. Well, it's a similar thing here where like Goku will transform. We don't know if it's gonna be the duration of the entire battle or if it's a set time. But yeah, you're right. Like it does vary based on how many people are alive. People have compared him to being a walking sparking blast because once he transforms, once one ally is down, he gets Kaioken ×4. If the other one goes down, Kaioken's ×20. Would that mean his attacks are 5 times stronger than the other one? I really doubt it. But I'm really looking forward to seeing how they're going to use that mechanic because that's the most unique thing they've ever given a character up until this point, honestly.
Yeah, because they were very unclear about that. So yeah, I'm glad for that. And also the Spirit Bomb, apparently it takes forever. So I don't see it being very useful, but still cool that they added it.
I mean, I feel like that was the only thing it could add since this was the Saiyan Saga. Like if they were to do another Kamehameha, it really wouldn't feel too different from the other ones. Because that was the biggest argument people had. Complaint had when they first saw these leaks of Goku and Vegeta. Because we have Goku Black, we have Bardock, we have Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Vegito. You know, that's like 5 Goku clones right there in terms of inheritance of power. And the biggest complaint people had was they all have very similar movesets. Well, besides Goku Black. And the Spirit Bomb, I'm fine with it because Broly's level 3 super is very slow as well, if I'm correct. So it's a matter of how well you combo somebody into it. But what I am mad about is the injustice they done to my boy Vegeta.
Yeah, bro. Oh my god. They only gave him 2 things.
Yeah, they didn't list anything. Like, he gets the Gallic Gun, which is like it's going to be a downward attack. And like, you could probably do it on the ground as well. But if it's anything like Gohan's, like Teen Gohan's, level 1, like Air Kamehameha, I don't think it's going to be that great.
Wow. No, it's going to be so trash.
That's the one thing they've done wrong with Vegeta. In comparison to
Goku. They always do wrong to Vegeta, though.
They do, but you think in a video game they wouldn't. Thank God for Vegeta's crazy. Just thank God for Vegeta's crazy assist, because that was the only redeeming quality he had to the community when it came to fighters on a competitive scale. Like, his assist was so good that people were able to like work with his limited move pool and turn him into something great, which I'm happy to see. And while I'm saying that, you're about to watch me get Special Thief on stream. I did not know what that move did. I feel like I had to call that out. For Vegeta, I was going into this really afraid of what they could do for him, because I was thinking, wait, there's not much Vegeta shown during the Saiyan arc though make him special. You know, like Goku, we seen like 20 different Kamehamehas. We seen him get the Kaioken, like we talked about, Spirit Bomb. This dude has like a trillion different moves. My biggest fear was they're going to give him the Great Ape transformation for Vegeta, because that would be disastrous. Either way you look at it. If you're an opponent and you're seeing him as the Great Ape, you can't move anywhere across the screen. And if you are his Great Ape form, just imagine how vulnerable you would be to pretty much any attack.
Yeah, I mean, they could have made it into like an ultimate, but I don't know.
I'm like, even if it was like his level 3 super or even a level 5, I just don't think it'll work. Like, I mean, it's fine. Oh yeah, they did give him his explosion he did for Nappa when he first killed Nappa in the Saiyan arc, where he grabs you and threw him in the air and with his energy and killed him. I'm glad they put that in there. Somehow people are speculating that this may just be an upward special attack, My argument is, are you fucking retarded? Because Trunks has the same move. He grabs you, throws you in
Yeah,
the
it's the
air.
same exact thing. Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, we seen Vegeta literally throw Nappa in the air and use it. So I doubt it's anything but a grab. Will it?
Did we
Hmm?
did we mention Galaxy Breaker yet?
Yeah, that's what the move is called.
Ah, okay. All right. Cool. Cool.
Yeah. My issue is just that like Vegeta's diversity. Like the issue with Vegeta, I main both Vegeta Blue and Super Saiyan Vegeta. Y'all seen the videos of me playing them. They both have very similar moves. They may work in different functionality, but they're very similar. Like for example, Vegeta can use the same kicks across the screen. They're the same motion, same button inputs. The only thing is the animation and the effect are slightly different. They both got a big bang attack. Vegeta has a Super Saiyan Vegeta has a great assist. Regular Vegeta, Blue Vegeta doesn't, but he has a command grab. You know, there's really hardly any difference between the two, and I fear this is going to be the same thing with the third Vegeta in terms of like overall tech outside of supers. Ooh,
Well, yeah.
Nightmare brought up an
So
interesting
half
point.
good, half bad news.
I mean, I hope they do Vegeta some justice because I hope he's going to be good. But Nightmare's right. Great Ape should have been handled like it is in Ninja Storm. I doubt you played Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. Have you?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh man, you missing out.
I've never been a Naruto fan.
I know there's so many people who never been. It's so weird to hear that because like the same time I grew up with Dragon Ball, around the same time I started watching Naruto. So I've been so it's so interesting to always hear people bring up like they never were a fan, but the way he's talking about it, if I'm correct, is a lot of characters can transform within the Naruto games, and particularly Naruto himself is the best example. Like I remember playing Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 or Generations, one of those two. Naruto could transform into his six tail mode, and what that would be is like for a limited time after you build up his meter, he could transform into this transformation. His attacks are crazy strong. His attacks are changed. They're powerful. The thing is, it's a very limited time, and you know that would have been cool for the Great Ape. My only issue is the Great Ape is so fucking big compared to every other character that if they were to scale him up properly, we wouldn't even be able to see him at all in the game. Looking at the size difference between Broly and half the other roster, imagine if the Great Ape was in here, who's like 10 times taller than Broly.
Oh hell, you'd see his foot.
Honestly,
Pretty much.
you'll probably see his kneecap if you're lucky. Like you wouldn't be able to tell if he's blocking, like if he's crouching blocking or standing blocking, because of how fucking tall he'll be.
Bro, you better hope that Uzar is wearing some underwear.
Bruh. But no, like I just can't see that. Like I don't know what the fuck they could have done for Vegeta. Hopefully they do some justice for him in this upcoming movie.
Oh god, I have a feeling they will.
Yeah. Oh well. Let's move on to this next topic, and this is about Nintendo stocks. So yeah, guys, I don't know what is with us in the stock market, but when it comes to gaming, that is a very, very, very important topic. I think we could both share this topic together because we're both knowledgeable and at the same time scratching our heads about this. But I'll let you start it off.
So yeah, this is like you said, interesting topic right here. Nintendo had a 1/4 drop of their stocks in the past couple months. Like this is, I mean, we understand that there's been huge success, and obviously, if anyone you guys knows how stocks works, it goes up, then it goes down, and then hopefully you pass your last peak, so you have an overall gain. But dang, a 1/4 drop.
Yeah, I mean, it was bound to happen. Like if you sold 1 million TVs, and then the next month you sell like 100,000 TVs, you know that's a 10% change in. I mean that's a 90% change in sales right there, because 10,000 is 1/10 of a million. But I never seen such a big drop for something like this before. What intrigued me was I was talking about this in the past in one of our previous like post E3 live streams. was that I did not like that they spent so much time on Smash Bros during E3 because they really just short-sighted all the other upcoming games. And this article did point out that there's not a promising lineup of games coming out in 2018 that's been announced. And not only that, they also specifically mentioned that E3 was very underwhelming because they only talked about Smash Bros. So to see that this article like pointed that out, and only the Smash Bros like diehards, tards, are thinking that it's acceptable, it really should open up your eyes to how stubborn some people could be about their fandoms.
Yeah, man, and I think we predicted this last time, right?
We did. If you mean,
At least we spoke about it.
if you mean like in terms of like sales for Nintendo platform, yeah. It's weird to see like such a dip happen because the Switch is a newer console than all the other ones, and they're supposed to have more promising games. But I don't know, like the fact that Sony outsold them last year as a fifth year console during their debut year was it didn't look too impressive to me personally. I mean, to other people, they're jerking off the Switch based on selling 18 million units within a year. For me, I was like, wait, Sony, who's been in the market for half a decade with their PlayStation 4, matched them in sales, and they still cost more. I do think that this is not the end of the world for Nintendo. They're making tons of games. Their sales are going out the window. They got a promising future with, like this article said, with Pokemon and Smash Bros coming out soon. I don't think the stock market like numbers right now is an indicator that Nintendo's in trouble for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. I just feel like if they, oh well, here this relates to the question of the day. I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, you can.
All right. So the question of the day is: should developers focus on their popular titles or move on? So I feel like this focus is on like Smash Bros and Fortnite, and the last topic which we haven't gotten to yet. Nintendo can do better, I guess.
I mean, they really could. That question of the day and the fact that it involves the stock prices of Nintendo, I feel like this will definitely be the best example. It's about the Wii U. Like Nintendo, they mentioned in this article, Nintendo had great success when it came to the Wii in terms of their stock and all that, and then it dipped because of the Wii U, but then it came back up because of the Switch. I feel like that's what happened, kind of. When the Wii U first came out, they were riding the coattails of the Wii. They were just coasting, doing their own thing, and they weren't really focusing on innovating and moving on for the future. They learned their lesson now, and then they decided to do something unique. They decided to add a little bit more kinks to their product, and then the Switch came out, and it worked out really well for them. And now they're kind of resting on their laurels again, as if they didn't completely learn from their mistakes with the Wii U. Because people are still asking for more games, especially from the eShop of the Switch. Because people are tired of seeing crappy indie games on the Switch, like online retail store.
Yeah, man. They need a permanent fix and not little temporary ones. These minor successes are great, but you have to move on as a company if you want to succeed.
Yep. And Nightmare said, I wish I read this earlier. Nightmare said that Vegeta's gonna get cucked in the movie.
No.
Honestly, it might happen at this point.
No.
I would love to see Vegeta win, but the track record suggests otherwise. Hopefully, he doesn't get cucked like what's happening in this Wi-Fi battle. Yeah, guys. You can go grab some food or something because we still got a lot more recoveries to go through. But but I don't know. Like, I feel like Nintendo is going to be doing some promising things. They know when to hit the market the right way. Because in our next topic, the NES came back onto the market, and RIP all those people who bought them from the scalpers. Bruh. I really do mean this. Like, RIP to everybody who bought like the $60 console and paid $400 something on eBay for it. Like, RIP you guys. You guys got cucked. You guys got cucked.
Fucking dumbasses. You couldn't wait like 3 months?
3 months? Bro, it's been like 2 years.
I don't give a fuck. Whatever the fuck. $600, bro. Or what you say, $400?
Yeah, the thing cost $60. The thing is, they price gouged them to like 400. But like, yeah, the NES Classic came out 2 years ago, so it's not really like short sightedness. But damn, I just feel bad for those who fell into that pitfall. It's almost like buying a console and then the next year they discontinue the console. It's like, well, what value does it have now?
um, Side note, I hope
over?
they come out with a GameCube.
Boy, this isn't the first week of the. You don't want to take over for the actual article. It's about Amazon, your favorite store.
Yeah. The only thing it said in the article is it's not always in stock, despite low demand, which makes no sense to me. If something gets sold out, you should definitely have more in stock. But yeah, I guess act fast if you want one.
I get that model as a business student. I mean, this before I even went to college or anything, but the way supply and demand works is it's like a seesaw. You know, you do want to look for the equilibrium so you can maximize on your profit and revenue. But
they're definitely on the left side for sure.
I mean, like as the supply goes up, the demand will go down. So that's how the seesaw works. Like let's say, like you said, their supply is on the left side, the demand is on the right. The seesaw will be downwards on the right side, but if the supply goes down, the demand will go up because more people will be thirsty for that product. Kind of like how if you tell somebody they can't have a cookie, they'll want that cookie even more. You know, so it's a good thing when they have short supply because it means that people want it more. The thing is, the wrong people are probably profiting off of this more than Nintendo. Because like if they sold 1,000 NES Classics and people were willing to like, you know, lose their mind for all 1,000, you know, Nintendo made what, $60,000 out of that before taxes and companies taking their cut. On the flip side, though, let's say 100 of those, let's say just 100, maybe even 200, were bought by people and they scalped them on eBay for about $400. We know who really got the profit out of that shit.
Hell yeah, definitely the people that sold that shit.
Yeah, so that's basically how it kind of broken down to. So honestly, when it comes to supply and demand, there really is no equilibrium. If you can find that equilibrium when it comes to your product, be happy because that won't happen for another 1,000 years. I just gotta be honest about it. Oh wow.
All right. I guess we have just a final topic, which is a whole bunch of topics. Yeah.
Dang, we actually went through about 3/4 topics within this time this Gastron is still alive. Let's move on.
I wonder how that happened.
Wow. All right. Let's move on to our Star Citizen. Okay. I could take over for Jesus Christ, bro. Dude is dead. This dude is dead. So,
alright. Now go ahead.
Alright, so for Star Citizen, what happened was this game has been crowdfunded. This game is the epitome of GoFundMe. This game is like every other game that came before it. Mighty Number 9, No Man's Sky, Rocket League. Literally name any other game out there where people have crowdfunded it to some degree. Well, maybe not Fortnite, because I forgot Fortnite is made by actually get developing studio. But think about any game that's ever been made by a crowdfunding source. Now think about how every single game in some way have cucked the people who have ever crowdfunded it. That's what's happening here right now, because Star Citizen, despite having $220 million backed into it, which I don't even know how the fuck they did that, but congrats to them for finessing so many people. One dude asked for his measly $4,500. It's not even $450,000. He's asked for $4,500, and apparently Star Citizen denied him of his refund, saying that he broke a clause with it. So he took these bastards to court, and in the court case he lost because they said he agreed to the term of service of a clause. But the thing is, this clause was made after he donated, back in 2011. Big A. On a scale of 1 to 10, how badly did this dude get cucked?
69.
Of course. You couldn't just say 15. You couldn't say just 20.
No, 69.
Of course. But, dude, how would you feel if you crowdfunded something like this and then they refused to give you a refund?
Yeah, it said like what you just said. It said he agreed to the terms of service. He definitely did fucking not.
Yeah, like it happened afterwards. I feel like shame on the judge for not understanding the situation. Then again,
yeah, see, You know what? Shame on all of these people in positions of power that do not fully understand, modern things that are going on. Like these, this is ridiculous, man.
I do get that, like, crowdfunding is still fairly new. I do get that, like, if you're donating money to something and a clause happen afterwards, how that works out. Kind of like how I think it happened with Best Buy right now. Like, they had a program for, like, gamers, and if you had this rewards card, you got discounts on games and crap. They just discontinued it recently, like a couple months ago. Like, let's say you still have that card. Like, are you still a member of that service? Are you still, eligible for discounts, things like that? Like, I know GameStop, excuse me, had the same service. Like, if you're a Power Up member, EB Games, that's Canada. If you're a member, they actually downgraded, like, the members from, like, silver status to bronze, so that they could raise the prices up for their other tiers. Like, are you getting the same card? Are you getting the same shit you got originally? Are you getting treated like a bronze tier? Like, how is this gonna work out? Shit like that happens all the time, and people gotta figure out that clusterfuck. For this right here, the judge really should have just looked into the clauses and when they were issued versus when this dude paid his money personally. And they should have said, wait, this dude paid the money before y'all tried to finesse everybody else. Get this dude his money back.
Ah, man, especially when you finesse $220 million.
Yeah, like, props to them. Like, they're trying to make this game. They're doing their own thing. Over 9. Big. Okay, Nightmare. He said he was going to make that No, like, if you're going to finesse the fuck out of somebody, be nice with the money. Like, you got $220 million. What is this dude $4,500 going to do to you in your development cycle? Like, what? That's one person's paycheck right there, $4,500. Like,
Yeah, man. Like, you got to be some sort of special greedy to not give that back.
mm-hmm. Like, I get it that, like, a ton of people decided they want to pull out. Like, let's say your game only had $100,000 backed into it, and everybody, let's say about 80% of people who were backing this game originally wanted to, like, get their refunds. I would get then when you want to, like, cut off the refund cycle there, because they'll be getting out of hand. People will be exploiting that shit. But this dude is like a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of the piece of the pie, and you don't want to give his money back.
It's like if you would have given him his money back, it wouldn't have caused all this attention, which I assume it's getting some attention now.
Oh, it got a lot of attention in the gaming world.
Yeah, well, there you go. It's gonna backfire on them.
Honestly, I think the sad part is, like, the $4,500 this dude wanted, the fact that they took small claims court, I'm pretty sure about half of that money was actually spent just to go to court. Because you gotta pay your lawyers, you gotta pay, for you gotta pay for the court day, you gotta pay for legal fees and all this crap. Like, that costs money. And the fact y'all went to court over this right here, y'all probably spent about half of $4,500 just to have this case go on.
Yeah, that's true.
Just think about how stupid that is. Y'all basically disputed over what, 2750 in terms of money. Jesus Christ. Well, I did that math wrong. $2,250. Well,
whatever.
It doesn't matter. Like, the dude didn't get his money, so I guess we know who's the real winner in this case. Well, we can finally move on to our next topic, and this is pretty much where the question of the day truly stemmed from. This is about a game called The Culling. For those who don't understand what The Culling is, it was one of the OG Battle Royale games back in the day. It came out before H1Z1, I believe, but it didn't take it wasn't the grandfather of the 100-person Battle Royale. You can credit PUBG for that. The thing is with this game it was a 16-person Battle Royale. You could use melee weapons to kill people. It was decent. It had a pretty big fan base back during this heyday of The Culling. The thing is, the developers went quiet and they didn't really support the game anymore. And then all of a sudden, the developer of this game made The Culling 2. And within a couple of weeks of launch, get this, the user fan base that peaked on Steam was only 2 people. Just think about that. Just think about a Battle Royale game where there's only 2 people in a goddamn game. I think Big A is dead.
No, I'm slowly dying after I heard that, though.
But yeah, this is where the question was like, should developers focus on one popular game or move on? Because we've seen this in the past, like Five Nights at Freddy's. We remember how popular that was, like what 3 years ago. Within 1 year, Scott Cawthon, who the guy who created Five Nights at Freddy's, made 3 games in the series in just 1 year, and they all came to pretty good commercial success. I mean, so much to the point where the game theorist Dick wrote the hell out of his games for the game theories for like a year and a half. Still does it to this day. But yeah, like that was you seen that happen. We're seeing it happen with like Destiny, and like how they went from Destiny 1 being brought to alright reviews to Destiny 2, again alright reviews but a little bit more controversial. Either you're all in for Destiny 2 or you're against it. And you know, those two mediums right there, this kind of happened to the Culling. You know, I don't know what they could have done right or wrong with this situation. How do you feel about it, Big A?
Does the game actually have to be bought or is it free?
It's free. I mean,
Okay.
oh wait, the Culling 2, he did charge money for it, but he refunded everybody. The original Culling, he re-released it. We could all buy it if we wanted to. The thing is, for the Culling 2, it's taken off of Steam. So if you guys wanted to, like, you know, stat pad or call yourself the #1 player in the world in a game, as y'all are asking in the chat right now, you could kiss that goodbye because the Culling 2 is disappeared.
Yeah, what I was gonna say, they could have just, if they were charging for it, they could have just made it for free and pull off of Fortnite. But yeah, they're fucked.
I mean, no, the funny part is the day I heard about this story, the next day I ended up like going to my Xbox and I saw like a little advertisement for the Culling on my Xbox saying out now. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't even know what y'all were to yesterday. Well, it's
just a big disappointment. They should definitely not focus on that anymore.
yeah, that's like the big question though. Like in those situations, what do you do? Like for example, Epic Games is made by Fortnite. Like seeing how big Fortnite is, should they like just continue off of this streaming success and bank on it lasting another year or two, or should they just plan for the worst case scenario and just focus on their other big titles? You know, like Gears and all that. Maybe make a new IP. Like how do you like handle a situation like that where your game was popular to a certain crowd, and if you're trying to stay on top, do you stick to that one genre and rest on your laurels, or do you move on and bank that you can continue your success?
Yeah, man. It varies from company to company for sure. But if someone were to ask me about Epic Games, Fortnite can Fortnite can go on for another couple years, but definitely don't over milk it.
I mean, I feel like it's definitely going to last a long time because they're actually doing updates to the game that are very meaningful. Unlike some games, you know, like I don't know, like
How long is Fortnite lasting?
We don't know. If you're talking about like the seasons for the games, they're about 75 days. But
the
even
game itself,
the game
like
itself,
popularity-wise.
it had peaked over 125 million players on all platforms across the internet. The game is less than a year old, so we gotta factor that in as well. Like the game came out like around September, I believe, or that's when it really took off. And season 3 started around January, February. That's when I hopped in. So it's been about 10, 11 months. But that's one thing right there. Like Fortnite, I think it will last a couple years. The question is like, compared to how long would it last in Epic Games scenario, because it's very unique.
Yeah. I guess if as long as they don't make the mistake of solely relying on Fortnite, they're gonna do great.
You're bringing to Save the World out for free soon, so that's something to be thought about. And that's so funny because Save the World was meant to be like the true Fortnite game. The thing is, the Battle Royale ended up taking off because it was free. So,
Yeah.
but credit to Epic though. Like when it comes to updates, they actually make them meaningful. You are a COD player. I mean, you played World War II with us for a long time. You can attest to me how many times we had to sit through an update, or they told us, yeah, you gotta restart your game for this like 10-second update, and then we hop into the game and we'll see absolutely nothing happen. Maybe they put in a new hat in the game. Fortnite, on the other hand, They're giving us new emotes. They're giving us new skins every week. They're giving us new challenges. They're also even changing the map. Like, we remember the crack rocks that were in Season 4. Well, in Season 5, they got these little rifts that you could jump through. They changed the map terrain. They changed, like, certain spawns of weapons. They brought in vehicles. They brought in emotes that can actually be interactable with the map. Like, they're making meaningful updates that can make this game even more interesting for the typical player. So that's why I think their longevity is going to last longer than I originally predicted earlier this year.
Yeah, when we were hating on it.
Okay. To be fair, we weren't really hating on it. We were hating on how people dick wrote the game. Like, we both love Fortnite now. We hate the community, as pointed to our first topic. That's how everybody got salty that a PlayStation fanboy, like a PlayStation boy, won the tournament.
Yeah.
Besides, I'm one of the best players in Fortnite in the world. Yay! I'm kidding, but I actually did add in the Discord.
You're the sole member of the Dub Club.
No, I put a lot of people as that. The only thing is, as me being an administrator of the server, I didn't sign myself to any other role. So like because I had access to every other role. This time around, I was like, you know what? I might as well throw myself in the Dub Club because I am a member of it. Basically, I gave everybody that title and role. If I ever play Fortnite with y'all, and I got y'all a W. So you got it. Asher got it. Brown One has it. I'm hoping to get Gamer Boy Marcos into that club very soon. So yeah, guys, if you ever play Fortnite with us and you want a new role in the Discord, you know what to do.
Hells yeah.
Whatever, I'm the number one culling player. Oh, okay, you can be the number one culling player in the world. I mean, like, there's the culling one. There's a decent amount of people there. You can.
Hey, not if I download it first.
Oh god. Oh god. So
how fucked are they, man? Holy shit.
This is what we're gonna do. We're all gonna find one game on Steam that just came out like 10 minutes ago. We're all gonna download it, and then whoever wins the first game out of all of us playing, they're gonna make a YouTube video saying I'm the best player at insert game name.
I'll watch it.
I mean, low key, that'd be pretty clean to say you're the best player in the world at whatever game, even if it's a game no one ever heard of. Garfield cart. Yes, we need a Garfield cart.
You want to talk about all these other topics from PC World or not?
You can go ahead and do the rundown if you want. Nothing really piqued my interest, TBH.
Yeah, same here, but I'll just mention them. So what we just talked about also came from PCWorld.com.
Honorable mentions list.
What's up?
Honorable mentions list. That's what I called it.
Oh yeah, I guess this is what you can call what I'm about to do. All right, so Zachtronics came out with a new hacking game called Exopunks. New Sega game called 2 Point Hospital, like a cartoony sort of funny game. No Man's Sky Next, July 24th is going to be a new update. Sea of Thieves Cursed Sail update, July 31st.
I'm hyped for that actually.
Oh, there you go. Black Ops 4, they're adding new zombie stuff. There's a video. Definitely should go watch it. Looks cool.
Whoever put that in there is a shitty article writer.
I don't know. I didn't read it. I just watched the video. So
I mean, like, no, the way they worded it is like they didn't even do research in anything. But that goes for almost every topic in here. But proceed.
Anyways, yeah, they got tigers, like a Roman themed guy in there, Andy Titanic, and then finally, last but not least, Hollow Knight, Gods and Glory, August 23rd, coming out.
Yeah, that's basically the rundown there. Sea of Thieves gonna be hype. I forgot to mention GTA Online is getting a new update this weekend. It's a throwback to GTA 4, so I'm excited for that one.
Oh shit! I have to get back on there then.
I'll talk to you after the stream about the overall theme, but the theme is gonna be about nightclubs. So anybody who's ever played GTA 4 or the expansion packs, you probably know what I'm talking about. But the way that person written the Black Ops 4 article, they need to stop. You can tell that by any of the articles because of how open-ended he was with it. Almost like he questioned everything he wrote about. But if that's the case, I'm pretty content with that.
Yeah, I've never played zombies, but I'm sure that tries it out is going to be excited for the new changes,
Dude,
and
zombies is
especially people that already played it.
like forget the multiplayer, forget Blackout. Like zombies is what I'm looking forward to the most out of this, and that says a lot because you guys heard me jerk off like the multiplayer when it came to like information about it, and I'm even excited for Blackout, which is me again jerking off the fact that I could play a battle royale with my favorite characters throughout all of Black Ops history. But zombies, that's my baby right there. That's my child. But yeah, guys, I guess that we're done here.
Yep, that's it.
All right, guys. I want to thank you all for watching this podcast episode. I do apologize for formatting issue. Like I said, my monitor kind of died. So road trip to Micro Center this week. If you guys are new here, be sure to leave a like here. For anybody else who's been around, you already know what to do. Just stay active in the Discord. Social media links are down below, same for article links, so you know that we're not misleading any of you guys. And I guess we're gonna get out of here. I want to thank you, Big A, for coming out, bro. All right. With that being said, let's wrap it up. The gates fell open, and I guess gotta go close them. So bye. Thank you, everybody, for the stream.